Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Golden Sun, The Lost Age. In the last part, we tackled Aqua Rock, and we learned Parch. Off screen, I made my way back to the blacksmith in Yalom and got a few new things. The first of which was this circlet here, the Pure Circlet. It raises water power, similar to that clear armlet. And then that rusty sword we got turned out to be the Robber's Blade. So I got that now too. Anyway, here we are in the East Tundaria Inlet. I believe that's what it's called. It was on the way to our next destination, and I figured, hey, why not just stop here for a bit? Let's see, let's go ahead and talk to this guy first. I am here to tend to any travelers who come to this place. May these travelers' journey end in peace and safety. My mom says there's a strange tower on the northern cape of Tundaria. Who in Wayard would have built a tower in the middle of that frozen nowhere? No idea, but they were probably crazy. Used to be you could sail to the other side of Gondwan by skirting the coast of Tundaria. Now the whole area's got these rocky spires. You just can't work a boat around them. Tundaria is the southernmost continent in Wayard. I hear that if you head east far enough, there's an incredible waterfall at the edge of the Eastern Sea. It sounds like a hokum to me. Oh, you must be cold dressed in those thin clothes. Come warm yourselves by the fire. Around here, it doesn't matter what season it is. It's always the cold season. I can't even go outside without first covering myself in fur. Ooh, the cold season. Does that mean it's a Game of Thrones winter? Ooh, what's going on here? My darling Pengulina hurt her leg on the far shore and can't swim back. Oh, somebody, please, help her! Oh, I will rescue your penguin love, Mr. Penguin. Any minute now. I'm on my way. And then in. Okay, next. Let's push this down. Woo! I rescued you, lady. Oh, my leg. I can't get back to my dearest Pengus. Pengus? I believe that's his name. And I'm gonna pick up the Synergy Stone. And then I don't think it's possible to push her off the edge, but just in case, I'm not going to try. We're just gonna push her across the log. Oh, thank you so much for saving my sweet Pengolina. Allow me to give you this in return for your help. Ooh, it's a pretty stone. I'm so happy my lovely little Pengolina is all right. I'm so glad to be back on this side again with my precious Pengus. Aw, I love a happy ending. Alright, anyway, yeah, this is the part of the world we are in now, and our next destination is the continent of Tundaria here. We want, I believe Tundaria Tower is up here. We got a long trek to go. A very, very long trek. But it's not a Star Trek, just a trek. Although, speaking of Star Trek, one series I always enjoyed for being a bit of a mixture of like Star Wars and Star Trek was the Mass Effect trilogy. Like, it seemed to be a very good, striking a very good middle ground between Star Wars and Star Trek. And I liked that. Mass Effect Andromeda was a bit of a letdown. I mean, I mean, I kind of liked it anyway, but I'm very easy to please. I have been recording a playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda, but I haven't really done anything with the footage yet. Not entirely sure what I want to do with it either, but I think there's something I would want to do. But you know what, that's a topic for another time. Future me will deal with it. Future me is good at dealing with past me's problems, although he hates doing that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, very, very big continent. I think there is a cave somewhere on here that has an abandoned campsite. I don't know if you could use it to rest up. Not like you'd really need to. Well, maybe you need to. I don't know. Maybe if you're playing on a harder difficulty. I decided not to, because I don't really care. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to play through Golden Sun. And its current difficulty setting is perfectly fine in my opinion. Oh no! Sheba's poisoned! What will I do? Okay, cool. Shred is very neat. Alright. Cure poison. And then aura. I'd recommend trying to stick to the northern part of the continent as much as possible, because that makes it easiest to get to our destination. Oh no, poison sting. One thing I always found weird about the move Poison Sting in the Pokemon games is, well, it might just be me, but it seems to have a really high poison rate against ground types. I don't know, that's probably just me, and because, you know, you have to use it so often. Anyway, before we go into Tundaria Tower, you actually want to head down east of it, or not east, west of it really quick-like, because there is a wild Ginny somewhere in the wild southwest of Tundaria Tower. It can be a bit tricksy to find, but, you know, you definitely want all the Ginny. Because, you know, they're adorable and awesome, and I like them. I believe it's down here. I would have been so happy if that had been it. I wish there was a heal everyone button. Like, I've already brought that up, but I really wish there was, because having to do this all the time is... Anyway, I believe it is around here somewhere, so I'll just cut ahead to when we found it, and then you guys get to watch me murder it. Wait, no, I don't need to cut ahead, because here it is. Murder time! We're gonna participate in this generation's Murder, Death, Kill! Or Ghost Death-a-thon, whichever you prefer. No, not tornado! Woo, we felled the Jupiter Ginny! Alright, Sheba found the Jupiter Ginny Wheeze. Poison a foe as you strike. That'll be handy. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, now that we have Wheeze, we can head up to Tundaria Tower. Tundaria is such a neat name for a continent. And then I guess I should have prefaced this section of the game is that, well, I should have done that a little while ago, but once you get the boat, the game becomes very open-ended, and You're free to explore the world however you want. There are a few stipulations. Some areas require you to explore other areas first. Like, for example here, Tundaria Tower, you need to go to Aqua Rock first in order to explore it, because you need Parch. But, you don't necessarily have to do Aqua Rock then Tundaria Tower before you go anywhere else. You have options, and you can explore them all at your leisure. Anyway, you want to go right first here in the Tundaria Tower. Our goal is at the top of the tower, and that'll make it easier to explore the rest. I hate these needle eggs. Ah! Alright, then I believe up here. Woo! I was right. This looks promising. I want to check what's up north first, though, because I believe that is the direction we need to go. I don't know. Then again, I don't think we could go that way. It's tough to tell. It is tough to tell. No, it used Nova. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to... No! There was treasure there! I am doing such a bad job of exploring this place. Squirrel Fang is dead, though. Sounds like it could be a Yu-Gi-Oh card, although they probably would call it something like Nimble Mamonga. Yay! Level ups! Level ups are good. Why do I feel like I'm under-leveled? Oh, good. Okay. A mint! You know who likes mint? Jenna. Yeah, I don't think I can get back to that, stairwell, or ladder that we need to progress, so that means I get another chance to go up and grab the treasure that I forgot about. Which was just money. Now I feel cheated. Although, getting to use Jenna's Cycle Beam like that actually reminds me of the, of Dark Dawn. There's a character who actually gets some similar to spells to Jenna, although he's more of a warrior type adept than he is a, mage style adept. But the funny thing is, he's also like the exact opposite of Jenna. He's a extremely buff and sexy man as opposed to Jenna's little girl. And it just seems a little, like, I know it's just, synergy spells, but it just seems a little off that the big muscular man and the cute little girl have the same skill set, more or less. And a little bit hilarious. Alright, we go left here first. Go left first. And then we'll pound it. I think we're going to need pound a lot, so I'm going to set it to hard. And even if we don't, well, then we're just good to go. But I do think we need to pound with a lot of things, so we're all set to pound. These Minotaurs, I bet they're very dangerous and have a skill that can lower our HP to 1. Yeah, Power Crush would be that skill if it is. And they're a bit tough, so I'm gonna have to make sure we use our abilities more wisely. Alright, pound this one. Or I guess I could have gone up first and then gone down and then pounded one. But we're good. We are good. Alright, let's gang up on the bird, because I believe that armor thing is going to be a lot tougher than, or about as tough as it looks, maybe even a little bit tougher. Speaking of things that are tougher than they look, I actually did a randomized playthrough of Fire Emblem, the blazing sword, the one with Hector and Eliwood and all them. Hey Jenna, you like hard nuts, right? Yeah, she does. Anyway, I played that one, and one of the bosses got changed into a Wyvern Lord, and he got the Uber Spear, which it was very tough and tedious to deal with. I ended up taking that away from him, because no. The Uber Spear actually is an example, is kind of a sort of, I guess, shortcut the developers used for a gimmick involving one of the maps. You have to fight the, you don't have to fight her, but you basically have a survival map against an enemy with extremely buffed out stats. And the way they buffed her stats was they tied it to her weapon, and rather than the unit's individual data for that chapter. And it was really neat. Anyway, that weapon, that individual weapon is programmed into the game as the Uber Spear, and it is broken as all get out. Speaking of get out, I don't remember how to solve this puzzle. I figured it out. Alright, so this Ginny is a fighter, so make sure you save beforehand. A lot of Ginny are actually fighters in this game now that I think about it. It's really weird. And it's stronger than Jenna! Or at the very least a higher level, because she doesn't know Serpent King yet. And she's never going to know Inferno. Well, not without changing her class. Well, actually, I don't think Jenna can get to a class that knows Inferno. No, never mind. I think there's one or two classes that get Inferno with a different name. Anyway, that is the Mars Ginny Reflux. He counters an enemy's attacks. He's really tough to use in this game because Reflux, you have no way to control who your enemy is attacking. You can't really tank. You can just hope they hit the target that you want them to. I guess it might be useful if you're trying like a solo run, like where you're trying to get through the whole game with only one character and you have the rest all die because you hate them. Not necessarily hate them, but you know what I mean. Although a challenge like that would probably be extremely tough. I don't think I would even recommend attempting it. But you can try it if you're interested. I remember one time I wanted to try a one-character only playthrough of Final Fantasy X, And I wanted that one character to be Kimahri, because Kimahri is bae. But I never really even got to the point where I recruited Kimahri. And honestly, a playthrough like that would work best with Titus, since he's pretty much in the party the whole time. Or if not Titus, then maybe Yuna. Titus or Yuna. And that's part of the reason why I actually didn't want to stick with that challenge run anyway, because there were a lot of places where you actually can't use Kimahri. Like, he doesn't swim, so if you go into a underwater section, then, SOL. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna reassign move back to the L button. Okay. This looks problematic, but I think we can do it. Pound here. Pound here. And I rely on Jenna way too much for healing. I gotta give that girl a break. I think from now on I'm going to try using Piers or Felix for healing, just use their single target stuff, rather than just having Jenna spam Aura. I kind of like the music here, it's very neat. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I just like it. Matoi Sakuraba really went out of his, really did a good job with a lot of the music in this game. Maybe Jenna's healing would be more effective if I gave her the Mercury Ginny, since, you know, I'm boosting her Mercury power a lot with some of her equipment. But I don't want to. Plus, she'd have fewer synergy points, since that's a combat-oriented class, and she is, and her base class is caster-oriented. So I think it would reduce her synergy points. I don't know. That stuff's honestly not that important. Anyway, you cast Reveal here. And then I don't need to pound it. I hit the wrong button. We need to move it. And then here we have the Burst Brooch, which gives us the Synergy Burst. I usually give that to Jenna because it seems to fit her explosive personality, but I think I'm going to give it to Piers because, yeah, I use Jenna for a lot of healing. I don't want to have to use her for too much for utility synergy, and Piers seems like a good candidate for it. So, Burst! Alright, but you know what? At this point, it's easier to just cast Retreat. Which will take us right back here to the entrance of Tundaria Tower. And then we can cast Burst on this thingy. There's something inside the cracked ice. Let's burst it! Ooh, the center prong. That sounds interesting. Let's see, the centerpiece of a trident. Do we have more details? Just an important item. You know what? You know who likes important items? Sheba does. Sheba really likes important items. And we're also going to explore the left side of Tundaria Tower now. You could have parched right here to try and get to this part of the tower first, but you actually do need Burst in order to explore this half of the tower. So it wouldn't have done you any good. But Burst is one of my more favorite utility synergies. I just wish I could use it on some of the NPCs. You know, make them blow up because they deserve it. But yeah, you know, seriously, I'd love to burst NPCs. But yeah, this looks like a reveal thing, but reveal doesn't do anything. You actually have to cast Burst because it's cracked. I almost said Berserk. And ta-da! Let's see, a Sylph Feather. That is a craftable, an item we can use to craft some more gear. We just gotta give it to Sunshine, and then he'll decide what we want, you know, without asking us. Ain't he such a nice guy? Alright, so since this guy's slow, we're just gonna attack all out. I'm going to hope I don't regret that. I almost regretted that. He was slow, but Pierre's was slower. Alright. And then a vial. And the lightning sword. Unleashes Flash Edge, and it's a long sword. And we're gonna give that to Piers. And then Felix will take the Robber's Blade. And I am gonna go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.